Red Scare dominates U.S. political debate. As the 1950 presidential election heated up, accusations of communist influence in America became a central theme of the political battle between Democrats and Republicans. The Red Scare, the widespread fear that international communism was operating within the United States, shaped much of the campaign rhetoric that year. On August 28, 1952, the New York Times front page carried 3 stories illustrating the issue's grip on national politics. The first reported that the Senate Internal Security Subcommittee, controlled by Republicans, had accused the Radio Writers Guild of being infiltrated by communists. According to the subcommittee, a small group had controlled the guild for nearly a decade, influencing programs that made up more than 90% of radio broadcasts. The report warned that this was part of a broader communist strategy to dominate American media, including radio, television, film, and publishing. A second article detailed demands from the American Legion, which for the 3rd consecutive year called on President Harry S. Truman to fire Secretary of State Dean Acheson. The Legion accused Acheson of failing to confront the communist threat forcefully and insisted the State Department needed God-fearing Americans. With the courage to resist being political puppets, the organization also pressed for a decisive end to the Korean War, even if it meant expanding the conflict into China. The third story offered a contrasting voice. Democratic presidential nominee Governor Adlai E. Stevenson delivered a speech condemning the misuse of patriotism as a political weapon. Alluding to Senator Joseph McCarthy and others, Stevenson quoted Samuel Johnson's famous line, "Patriotism is the last refuge of scoundrels." He argued it was disgraceful to question the loyalty of respected figures, such as Acheson and former Secretary of State George C. Marshall. Together, the 3 articles revealed how deeply the Red Scare had seeped into American life. For years, allegations of communist infiltration had targeted Hollywood, radio, television, the State Department, and even the U.S. Army. By 1952, many Americans were convinced communists were working within the country and needed to be exposed and eradicated. Republicans leaned heavily on this sentiment during the campaign, while Democrats struggled against the charge that Truman's administration had been soft on communism. In the end, the Republican candidate, Dwight D. Eisenhower, defeated Stevenson to win the presidency.